Hello. How's it going? Hope this mod has 100 different forms. I want to see strength so strong it makes you cry. Yeah, welcome everyone. This is our rant. Cavalier Poi, welcome. Sorry about being half an hour late. I literally fell asleep for over 4 hours. That has never happened in the history of flagbearer. Or at least not in the middle of the day. Obviously I slept for more than 4 hours. But yeah, wow. I just I was like, oh, I feel like taking a nap. That makes sense. I'll take a nap. Seems fine. Oh boy. And I just yeah. Hope the sleep made you feel better. I hope so. I don't know. Hi, Ryoku. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Beep. Okay. Yeah, so. Yeah, I'm gonna need a second to wake up. I woke up, like, actually 14 minutes ago. So, I gotta wake up still. How's everyone doing? We doing good today? Oh my god! Beat Connect! Beat Connect. Pretty good so far. It's good. Ugh. Holy. Yeah, I actually woke up to like 8 Discord messages and I was so confused. I already see there is a mode selection on the character. Yeah, this is interesting. I've never ran into this. Waking up immediately into a design the Spire, what better way to restart the day? I think I try to mentally prepare myself, like, a lot for these streams, which maybe doesn't matter to anybody. I don't know. I do a surprisingly... I wasn't even gonna say a surprisingly large amount of things, but, like, I try to, like, do a lot of my day correctly so that when I go live with Design the Spire that I'm actually, like, fairly focused. Which means we're real good. we're real good waking up into this one. Doing alright. Was off today, but still waiting on my PS5 since I want to try Helldivers. RIP. I remember you mentioning that you were waiting to get your PS5 back, but which hopefully you know, do. As I've said a few times by now, good friends has a good friend of yours has a birthday tomorrow. Your brother. Okay, that's good. Helldiver stream when? Unfortunately. This is where I say something funny about democracy, but... I'll join... I'll play Helldivers as the bug. No, we might be starting, I mean, I never really started a poll or anything, but... I think we were gonna try that new game, on Friday. And we'll see how that goes. Day's been pretty good. Won my first Flagbearer 2.1 run with a deck that had no business of winning. Then went 1 to 2 in a standard event. Too much shuffling, man. Oh, 1 to 2. Got it. Okay, I was like 1 to... Well, once 1 to 2. I didn't... But... Yes. I see. You played standard? What are you playing in standard? What do people even play in Standard? Isn't like Shieldred still in that format or something? Unicorn Overlord. Yeah, that game's so fun they made Heavy Knights actually useful. Heavy Knights are always useful. All the time. I like thick knights. Yeah, I don't mean bullets and explosions. I mean, you know, I was gonna say I can't play the game because I don't. Guys, we don't stand for democracy. How are we supposed to play Helldivers? That's not a real thing. I don't know what people play. I just saw a funny land combo deck and put it together. I don't follow an A-constructed format. I see. Funny land combo. Oh, a tank of 40 ton of democracy says otherwise. I mean, that's fair. I don't have one though. Okay, let me take a little sip. Sip of water. Okay. At our not regularly scheduled time, because the Monday mod was so bad that I felt like it was appropriate to do another Design the Spire. Oh, man. Yeah, so welcome to Design the Spire, where we play mods in Slay the Spire and then try to find something out about design. See what they do good, maybe bad, see what's going on with it, how all the cards work together, mechanics work together. It was so bad you passed out for 51.5 hours. Exactly, I was so traumatized by the decade mod that I almost went to sleep for an entire decade. That's crazy. Luckily, I was woken up by nothing. Yeah, so we're gonna be trying to look for things more than like, hey, this is Pommel Strike. This card's Pommel Strike. They copied Pommel Strike. Oh my god, the design is terrible. Oh my god, this is Pommel Strike, except it's like good. Oh, headpat, wait. Except it's like, guys, this is Pommel Strike, except it draws 2 cards. That's broken, guys. Yeah. So we'll figure that out. We'll see what happens. We'll see if Pommel Strike, except drawing 3 cards, is busted. I don't know. Pommel Strike does draw 2 cards when it's upgraded. Yeah. With some of what we've seen recently, I'd welcome a simple and clean design like Pommel Strike. Yeah. Cue the simple and clean. Guys, we have to cue the simple and clean. Maybe if you just read the paragraphs of text and played it 100 times, you might understand it, nerd. I think the design problems in that mod extended well past the paragraphs of text. Wake up by pure and raw will? Yes, that's definitely what happened. Draw 2, what is this, Pot of Greed? Yeah, guys, this says 2 random Shikigami cards. That's basically drawing 2. This Pot of Greed. Okay, so let's see what we're working with. So we've got a character. They have pretty low HP, I think. 66? 66 is kind of low, right? Yes, they're very weak. Don't have a whole lot of HP. At the start of each combat, attach a random additional effect to random Shikigami cards in your draw pile. So I would definitely wonder what the effects are. Pot of weed. It's not pot of weed. Cat warrior, already 10 out of 10 character. Yeah. Maybe I should read the character descriptions as well, but they're not, maybe not as important. A brave cat warrior from, okay, well, see, I already made a mistake of trying to read this because there's words that I can't read. Shinkiro. Shinkiro. There we go. Eager to explore the Spire. This feline courier harnesses... Not courier. Wow! This feline conjurer harnesses the might of myriad beings known as Shikigami. There's also a mode selection. I don't know the context for any of this. That's just a word, Flower? What do you mean? I have to... But the words are hard to read. When are we getting a mommy mod? Just wondering. Hey, I have already pitched the idea of making one of those funny defeat games using Slay the Spire as a framework. That seems like a really good time. Okay. My understanding was that this is also, I believe, translated from Chinese. So we'll try not to be too critical of spelling problems. I was reached out to, actually, the reason why we're playing this, by the way, is I was reached out to over Twitter, and I was asked to play this mod. Unfortunately, I was asked to play this mod like 20 days ago, and I didn't know that because I didn't check my Twitter DMs. So, I'm sorry to that person, but hopefully if we play this and there are some good insights, then maybe that'll be some degree of valuable to them. You're fine, but not as good as a mommy. Banned for 1 minute. Nice. Got him. Don't be mean to Flower. That word's hard for Flower's 5th grade reading. Put user in timeout. 1 minute. Any other punks want to say something funny? Okay. So, I don't know what the difference between these two modes are, obviously. I think having modular game modes is good. Probably. Oh, you cheeky little brat. 10 seconds. Alright, now that I successfully banned everyone in chat. Yes, having multiple ways to play the game, usually good. Because it lets you choose what you want to do. Unfortunately, you need to understand what they mean, which we don't yet because we haven't played the character. Which is fine. The thing that I was going to say about the starter relic is that I wonder about the random effects and the random things, because I don't know. I think, are the starting things normally random? I don't think so. Like channeling one lightning, it's not really random. I am curious about like what the degree of the effects are, because the thing that the starting relic normally does, right, is that it's something you can rely on, or some way to, you know, leverage some advantage, like getting 2 additional cards. One of silence cards costs 0. This is obviously pretty generically powerful. This gives you additional damage, and then this gives you more mana to play a big turn. So, you know, the problem when you start introducing, like, randomness is the degree of value that you will get from it is no longer consistent. Most starting relics are also the start of combat effects, except Ironclad with an end of combat effect. Yeah, and this is a start of combat, do something beneficial for sure. Yeah, I just wonder about that. We'll have to take a look at that. Okay, that is a cat. This is a cat. I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you know this, chat. But that's a cat. I'm pretty sure that's a cat. Okay. Okay. Shikigami. When summoned or played, Shikigami cards grant temporary HP. Certain Shikigami also grant unique powers to help you or hinder the enemy. Whenever your temporary HP is depleted or you summon another Shikigami, you will lose the previous Shikigami's power. The corresponding card will enter your discard pile. Okay, so I think we played a mod that was similar to this. I kind of wonder where the design pattern for this came from. But to be honest, I was kind of hoping for a cute anime girl. Same, but this is fine, I guess. Okay, so this design pattern was used in that one Ranger mod. It was like the first one we played. So we'll see how deep they go with it, of this temporary HP thing, but we can be aware of the same things that made the other mod a little bit difficult, like maximum block in your deck, for example, being limited by temporary HP, and we'll find out. Okay, what is this? Okay, well, there's our cute anime girl. Summon a Shikigami with 3 HP. Upon being summoned, switch to a random faction. Okay, what do factions do? Each Shikigami belongs to a certain faction. Turn it on your temporary HP counter. Okay, so we have random Shikigami, random faction. For that one, you could redraw the summon. Here, it stays in play, which is meaningfully different. You could redraw the summon. Here, it stays in play. Oh well, I don't know how the thing works. It's the only pussy you'll ever see. So appreciate it. Oh god. Okay, deal 8 damage, increased by 3 for each different faction you have switched to this combat. Okay. So we want to switch through a lot of factions. See, this is really interesting because this has a very clear, I think, purpose, but it's very deep. You know what I mean? So do a lot more damage for how many factions you've swapped through is, it's deep. This doesn't exhaust though. So every time, so this is kind of like every time you reshuffle. Oh, does this character have 11 starting cards? Is that on purpose? Well, that seems a little off. Because neither of these exhaust and there's no way to get additional draw. The start... Yeah. Normally the starting decks are 10, I think. Yeah, because I was about to say, so every reshuffle, this... Oh, it's for each different faction. So we could get swapped randomly to the same faction. I don't know how many factions there are. I don't know if there's going to be a way for me to figure out how many factions there are. But, yeah. Here, I'll fix the starting deck for them. I'll remove a strike. Now we have 10 cards. This is how it's supposed to be. Switch factions? That's a funny way of saying stance dance. I don't know. It says the card is discarded once the Shikigami goes away, so you can't redraw it until that point. I'm so sorry. I don't know if I understand. Which part in which thing says what thing? Okay, whenever your temporary HP is depleted or summon another Shikigami, you will lose the previous Shikigami's powers. Their corresponding card will enter your discard pile. Is that what you're talking about? Oh, you can't resummon the same one, is what you're saying. Until you've cycled off of it. has less HP, so maybe for balance reasons. Yeah, I'm not super concerned about that. Is there a MILF faction? Oh my god. Silent starts with 12 cards. Yes, Silent does start with 12 cards, but that's also because Silent starts with Ring of the Snake. The default turnover rate for this game is supposed to be 2. It sounds like you can't redraw, says the base deck one, until it's dead or replaced. Okay, we'll find out. We shall find out. Oh, maybe that's why it's 11, so that you don't... So that when you use the first summon, it stays there, and then you have... Well, your first reshuffle is still not 2. Which is fine. But it's like one of those weird heuristic things that we haven't looked at heuristics yet, but it's the reason why Ascender's Bane fucks with so many things. Because you're like, oh, it's just like one additional card, and then you're like, oh, the base turnover rate is now 2.111111, and then it like messes up everything. Okay. Let's play a thing. Okay, so this triggered. So someone played, they grant temporary HP. Oh, this is interesting, actually. So... Never mind, I'm stupid. Shh. Okay, I was about to make a comment, and then it was dumb. Attach a random additional effect to 2 random Shikigami cards in your draw pile. So this is 1 Shikigami card, and I got a random thing. When this card is played, your current active Shikigami gains 2 temporary HP. This cannot be overwritten by another card which attaches an additional effect. Oh, what? Why? This one's not a Shikigami card. It's 2.2 on first go around, Silent notwithstanding. This is with, what's it called? This is with Ascender's Bane, right? Yeah, 2.2. The 0.2 comes from the additional card, right? Okay, let's summon a Shikigami. Oh! We turned into a cute anime girl. Okay, so by summon Shikigami, they mean transform into a thing. Yes? Oh, I wonder if... This gives you 3 HP. So that's... Oh, that makes a lot of sense. So the reason why this gives you... Like, this gives you 3 HP, which is why we start at 66. It's Decade all over again, shut it off! Well, yeah, I'm certainly a little concerned. Okay. Men Reiki. This Shikigami has no special powers. Listen, I don't want to be incredibly disrespectful, but there's some kind of special power that this one is is looming over me. Respectfully. Okay. So we are going to assumably turn out of that Shikigami. Okay, very interesting. Oh yeah, okay, so this is important. Because this doesn't... Okay. We immediately don't have the same problem we had before, where this does not convert HP into temporary HP. I was trying to remember what the problem was with the last one, and the reason is because this just acts as block. It's not... We're not sacrificing HP for any reason. Deal 11 damage. Okay. We do big damage. Alright, we've turned into an anime girl again. Wait. So this one also doesn't have any special powers. So I'm confused. How do I get special powers? It's just barricade block. Okay, good to know. Okay, so this one is a different thing, so we'll do this. Okay. Soup. Divine 3 cards. Look at the top X cards of your draw pile. You may place any of them at the bottom of your draw pile. Cool. So this is actual Scry. This is a Scry from MTG. Very cool. Exhaust 3 cards at the bottom of your draw pile. Wait, what? Huh? Wait, that's so wacky. That's crazy. And then Reiki has no special power, it just sets you in a faction. I see. Yeah. This is a bizarre card. That's really cool. I wonder what that is gonna do. It exhausts 3 cards. This is kind of Purity? Or similar in effect to Purity? I wonder if we care about exhausting cards in our deck. Gain 3 penetrated. Then apply penetrated. Equal to the amount of penetrated on you. Deal 9 damage. Am I gonna get penetrated 3 times? Is that what's gonna happen? And then I'm gonna apply penetrated to myself? I would never be able to apply penetrated. Oh god. A creature with this debuff receives extra damage equal to the amount of stacks whenever it takes direct or projectile damage. What is projectile damage? Moved at the start of the creature's turn. The thing is, okay, so we gain 3 penetrated, then apply penetrated equal to the amount of penetrated on me. So I debuff myself, and then I debuff the other thing. Okay. Extra damage equal to the amount of stacks. Yeah, so this is similar to temporary strength. So this is your next. Whenever it takes direct or projectile damage. I'm wondering how that works. Gain 8 block, countdown 3. Apply 5 penetrated to the frontmost enemy. Okay. Countdown. Channel an orb that will activate the listed effect when the counter ticks to 0. That's cool. Reduce the counter by 1 at the start of your turn or whenever you play a card. Oh, whenever you play a card. Cool. Okay. And then it... So does it tick down by 1 every turn as well? Sorry, did I miss that? Oh, start of your turn or whenever you play it. Okay, got it. Okay. So these are all really cool. I think this is the most direct do more damage thing, so we'll do that. I'm gonna get penetrated. Let's go. I just realized that is immensely inappropriate when I'm in this form. That's not good. Okay. Hmm. 6 plus 3. It's cool. Could make for funny sequencing to make sure the penetrated orb pops at the right time. Oh yeah, because I guess once you play the card, the trigger would probably resolve first. Should that card do 12 damage because you do the listed damage after applying bullet? I mean, that makes sense. I suppose, yeah, if the purpose of this card was to do this, apply penetrated thing, there's, you'd want to do the damage at the top. I wonder if it's actually coded the other way around. It is coded deal 9 damage and then apply penetrated. We can see, I guess, in what order it applies. Or if they, hard-coded it to not pop it. Florida's a furry, confirmed. I never said anything about being a furry. What do you mean? There's a bright future for me, guys. I mean, one of these days. Listen, if I just start doing furry NSFW, would you still love me? You could change the funny word with pierce or something like that. What do you mean? I want to get penetrated. I want to have so many stacks of penetrated on me. Let's go. Yeah, so I suppose that's an interesting catch. You might assume that this, you know, it is meant to deal 12 or something. I don't know. Man, I love how unwatchable this stream is already. It's already incredibly unwatchable, despite the fact that this is supposed to be a, you know, a half decent watchable stream. Well, let's be a little bit more friendly, I suppose. Advertiser friendly, there we go. I would say you wish, but yeah, you do wish. In fact, I will buy a few arts from you. This is true. Okay, apply penetrated. So this appears to be the thing that has occurred a lot of times. So you want to play a lot of cards which apply this. Whenever you summon a Shikigami, return this from your discard pile to your hand. Debuff Flurry of Blows. That's really cool, actually. You want to know why this is cool? Is because it doesn't pop the penetrated. You apply it, and then you can cycle through a bunch of Shikigamis, and then apply a bunch of penetrated, and then assumably there's going to be something which does a lot of damage after stacking up a lot of damage. Okay. Summon a Shikigami with 6 HP. So this is block 6. Right? Yeah. You know, this is interesting. Because I don't know. Okay, this is just an idea. And probably not you know, it's debatable how necessary this is, but something like the Shikigami effect is probably going to be used a lot, right? So I feel like, you know, the sentence, summon a Shikigami with 6 HP, like, unless there's notably different wording with a bunch of different ways this card works, I kind of wonder if this just says like Shikigami 6, you know what I mean? Like Shikigami and then the temporary HP value, right? I kind of wonder about that. Just so that like this sentence doesn't need to be on every single card. As if brain rot needed to be on. Can't be a Slay the Spire mod without a Flurry clone or a Weave clone, because Flurry is a well-fun card. Yeah, the thing about, like, Flurry payoffs, you know what I mean? Or, like, Flurry of Blows is that, like, I think it's a good way to add, like, an additive scaling to an effect that you are anticipating that you're going to do. Now, the weird thing, or why I feel weird about these kinds of things, is that Watcher has Flurry, but also Watcher gets, like, energy when stance dancing. Whereas this is kind of like... I don't believe this gives you energy. So, if you're gonna be, like, buying back Flurry of Blows while you're kind of, like, doing other things anyways, it's pretty good. The thing about this is it's like, is it worth it to, like, invest? Well, I guess the idea is that you will be Shikigamiing, like, all the time. Like, that's just how it works. So it's probably fine. But what I'm kind of trying to say is that it's like, what is the expected amount of stance dances that you'll have per turnover? Right? So if we assume that we draw Serpent Lash, right? Slow for sure, but unrestricted. Oh, this is unrestricted? Or... It's a flurry of flexes. It's, I don't know if it's, that either. Oh, this one? Attach N Musubi to a random card in your draw pile. When this card is drawn, heal 2. This cannot be overridden by another card with attach. Ah, I see. Yes, this is unrestricted healing. It's true. It's not a flex, it's a debuff. Yeah, so the thing that I was trying to say was, like, I think if we look at, like, Watch Your Stance Dancing, you can go, like, the expected amount of times that you're going to stance dance per reshuffle is, like, once you start making that number very high, then Flurry of Blows becomes good. Whereas, like, for this card, I'm not entirely certain that the amount of, like, Shikigamis that I'm going to cycle through is going to be, like, very, very high. So, like, and because this is only applied, like, 2 penetrated, as opposed to Flurries is 4. So, I just wonder about... This isn't to say that this card is good or bad. It's more about, like, the way you would want to approach a card like this, especially because it's, like, I get very cautious when you would say something like, oh, well, Flurry of Blows is really fun, so obviously we're going to include a Flurry of Blows clone in our, like, Stance Dancing character, right? Like, these are kind of design assumptions where you, like, wouldn't actually do that. Interestingly, if this character doesn't cycle through Shikigami's, like, we can probably assume that they're going to, right? But assuming that it's not actually that easy to, like, cycle through a whole bunch of them, right? Then it's like, what is the expected amount of times you can actually buy this back? Like, how actually valuable, how much theoretical damage does this create when you use it? Okay, Cavalier was typing a bunch of stuff. We are already comparing bullet to strength. It's not doing direct damage though, it's stacking a damage increase debuff. It's 2 times the number of attacks you play after that, in that turn. What do you mean 2 times the number of attacks you play after that turn? I'm not sure I follow. Also, Cavalier, the reason why we compare bullet to strength is because we're not comparing strength to strength. You know what I mean? We're, like, observing that the output of strength is, like, it is a damage heuristic. Not a damage heuristic. What is this term here? Damage dealt is the actual, like, thing we care about, basically. Like, that's the actual stat we care about. So strength converts to damage dealt. Penetrated converts to damage dealt. Bullet converts to damage dealt. Energy, like the amount of energy production you do in your deck, converts to damage dealt. Like, this card could probably convert to damage dealt. So, like, if you do a simulation of what your deck can do, and then you, like, exile or exhaust 2 cards from it, how does that change the amount of damage dealt in your deck? The reason why that's important is because things like Hexaghost are supposed to die by turn 9. Or, like, shortly thereafter. So if we do, like, calculations for whether a character can kill Hexaghost by turn 9, we need to know how much damage dealt this does. Thus, we can think about how much stance dancing does this character actually do, how much value does this actually do in damage dealt, so that we can compare it to Flurry of Blows and see if it, like, does enough damage. I would actually wager, depending on how the stance dancing on this character works, I would wager that 2 might actually be low. So who knows? The penetrate goes after you end the turn, right? So if you play multiple attacks onto the penetrated enemy before the end of turn, you end your turn, you get damage out of it multiple times. However, it takes direct Projectile damage removed at the start of the creature's turn. Oh. For some reason, I thought this worked like Vigor. Depends on how prevalent multi-hits are on the character as well. Yeah. So, I felt like when I read this, I was assuming it worked like Vigor, where it disappears. But I think that was just because I applied Penetrated and then, like, passed my turn. Right? Anyways, we'll figure it out. I'm pretty sure this card's good, so we'll do this one. But yeah, this card also, like, really pushes us into swapping and stuff. Yeah, it just stays there for the turn. Okay. That's kind of nuts. Can we stall this fight to use this healing? Oh, wait. Oh, it's temporary HP, so it just stays there. Aha. All this attach to a random card in your draw pile at the end of your turn. Oh, is it just at the end of your turn all the time? Wait, so can we just, like, chill here and do nothing? Well, we can't because we didn't draw our thing. When this card is drawn, heal 2. This cannot be overridden by another word with attach. Did we heal 2 when we drew this card? I didn't see. I don't think we did, right? You did not heal, no. Interesting. Take 3 damage, deal 11. This is neat. Because with a lot of the... This actually means stacking penetrate makes difficult. Please let there be a MILF faction. Okay. Upon being summoned, deal 4 damage, repeated for each Shikigami you have summoned this turn. Holy shit. Alright. So I take everything back. The the penetrated the penetrated what's it called? Flurry of penetration flurry is probably extremely powerful. Deal 10 damage, swap the enemy's position with the frontmost enemy. What the hell? That's really cool, but also super weird. See, the interesting thing about cards like this is, like, how relevant is this effect? We can't possibly know, right, yet, because we haven't looked at that many cards. We penetrating? What, this card? Black Flame Hand? There was one other card which referenced attacking the frontmost enemy. I don't know how to feel about this. This is one of those things where it's like, is it worth facilitating this effect for whatever our attack the frontmost enemy stuff is? Who knows? I don't know. This seems insane, though. Also, welcome, Lux. So, okay, here's the thing. So I want to comment on this, because I think the first thing to note is that this has block 2. block 2 deal 4 damage. Because I believe, you know, I would assume that this triggers once when you play it. But who knows? But yeah, it's like block 2, and then if you played like 2 Shikigamis, then it's like 12 damage. Then you're like, wow, that's not even that strong. But once you Shikigami through the ceiling, this thing is gonna do so much damage. So, sorry, the thing that I want to mention is that, like, The cool thing about this card is that it is, like, very clear what this thing is supposed to do. Yeah, seems to be very much encouraging a 1 nuclear turn type of deal. Yeah, so it's like, this card, like, we can already tell what this card is supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? Which I think is cool. It kind of reads like it's deal 8 as base rate. It almost certainly doesn't, but it looks like it. Yeah, we'll find out. Yeah, so it's like if you do this one and then this one and then go do 8 damage. Oh! This upgrades to 0. I didn't even check. That's really cool. What does this one do? I don't know what this changed. Upon being summoned and at the end of your turn. What? What did this do before? I don't remember. It's okay. Oh, wait, what does this one do? 6 for each? Cool. I think it added the on-summon part. Oh, okay. Can we upgrade anything cool? What does this upgrade to? 4. Penetrated 6. Damn, I kind of want to... Let's penetrate 6. That seems very strong. I really need to stop joking about that. It's, you know, we're good. I'm surviving. Everything's fine. Sorry, I'm seeing... Listen, please forgive me for looking at this, and then like this, and then this, and then having my mind in the gutter. Can you please? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a degenerate. This is a me problem, but also let's focus for like all of 2 seconds. It's my fault. Okay. Oh god, I just realized that our knob matchup is probably impossible. Oh god. Lara, it's a cat. No, it's a cute anime girl. Shh. Okay. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Right, I guess the interesting part of Penetrated is that, like, you need to be cautious of when your opponent is attacking you. It's kind of neat. This one. Okay, and... Bonk. Oh, we actually healed this time when we drew this. Bonk. 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 Cool. Wait, why'd you bonk me? I didn't do anything wrong. Shh. Stop. Okay, 14 plus 12. Hey, that's enough. Here we go. Oh, what's that? At the start of each turn, gain 1 rally. Your next attack deals double damage. Spire is then reduced by 1 unless no damage is dealt. Huh? Huh? What? Is it common? What? Is this fair? I guess it's kind of like a weird vigor. Better than Akabeko? Huh. Yeah, I'm trying to think about it, and actually, I guess it is kind of similar to Akabeko. Your first attack deals double damage. I mean, like, on a strike, that's only 6, right? It's not bad. Okay. Get the top X cards of your draw pile. You may place any on the bottom. Whenever you divine 2 additional cards. Okay, well, we haven't been divining stuff. At the end of your turn, attach Nightmare to one random card in your draw pile. Card is drawn, deals 6 damage to a random enemy. Oh, you know what's really interesting about this? I just realized. So, that's actually super cool. So, okay. This makes sense to me now. So, the point of divination is that you can exhaust your cards to be like to have like less cards in your deck, but then have cards like this which give you like on draw effects, right? So you're like, I have five Shikigami which all have like things attached to them. I'm gonna draw them for turn and then like just have like the 5 cards that I draw every turn, and then it'll have like some kind of effect like I draw 5 cards, which means I deal, how much would that be? 30 damage. At the start of my turn, I deal 30 damage. That's like kind of cool. You manipulate deck size and then basically give yourself orbs. It's really neat. With the strike, it's worse. On a multi-hit, it's usually worse. Otherwise, it's better. Uncommon power golden eye. Huh? Power golden eye? Oh, the like whenever you divine 2 additional cards. Yeah. Doesn't divine exile? Wait! Ah! I misunderstood. The other thing was divine and then exhaust cards. Specifically, the other card was exhaust cards. But yeah, there's some degree of synergy with card manipulation and attaching effects to your cards, I suppose. So if you know what card effects you're going to be drawing next turn, then you can like look for healing, for example. Yes, this is another common power. It's very interesting how that's not like a design thing people really noticed. To be fair, I didn't notice it as well, so like it's kind of hard to pick up on that. But common powers probably aren't where you want to be at. Deal 16, luck 4. Exhaust a random card and play a copy of that card. Roll a 6-sided die. The list of effects is activated when you roll a dice result equal to or greater than X. Interesting. Oh, exhaust a card and play a copy of it. Huh. Interesting. I mean, how do I feel about that card? I mean, there's 50% of the time it activates, right? 4, 5, 6. Or is it only 4? Yeah, dice results are greater. So this is 4, 5, 6. 50% of the time, exhaust a random card and play a copy of that card. Or exhaust a card and play a copy of that card. So this is kind of similar to this is like a, it exhausts the card. It's like an, I guess, omniscience from hand. This is so weird. This is such a weird one. Just hope it doesn't eat your hand unless it can kill. True Grit? Yeah, it's definitely like True Grit, and then there's like... No, there's the Watcher block that lets you play the next card for free. That's what I was comparing it to, just because of the rate. Like, it's 2 energy and then do the effect. But it exhausts the card. So, yeah, True Grit. Oh, wait, no, it's a copy of this card. Goodness. I'm so tired, dude. It's crazy. So you copy this card. That's really interesting. 2 energy, potentially 32 damage. That's pretty good. 50% of the time, if you wanted to go purely by... if you want to go purely by anticipated damage or expected value, you would say that this, on average, does 24 damage. 24 damage for 2 with a random chance and it exhausts something? That's kind of cool. This card's kind of cool. I don't see anything, like, inherently wrong with this card. Wait! It plays a copy of the card. Oh my god. Man, I'm way too tired to play this. Okay. Yeah! That's crazy! This potentially just does so much damage. That's so funny. Yes, no, I think it does keep rolling on the copies. Okay. This card is insane. Not in a like, wow, this card is broken. It's probably a little bit broken. But yeah, this card is insane. Like 50% is actually like not bad on something that cascades. Like 50% is pretty like, this card might be busted. The interesting thing, yeah, with Dead Branch, that does theoretically do infinite damage, right? Yeah, it could certainly do a lot of damage. I mean, obviously, 50% is not 100%. But, like, the weird thing about this card, for sure, is that it's like... Okay. I'm assuming that there are other things that have luck on it. So, like, maybe luck is a subtype. Maybe there's something that, like, makes this... Oh, when you roll a 1... So, like, it does, like, so it can go weirdly infinite with, like, a power and doing something like... But the thing is, why? Right? So, this character has this, like, you know... One of the main mechanics shown to us is transform into Shikigami. You have barricade block. You put random things onto your cards when you draw them. You have, like, penetrated stacking... Like, why do you want the mechanism to be, like, a 50-50 chance? You know? Transform into demons and gambling! Yeah, see, that's the interesting thing. The weird thing for me is that it feels like... Like, there's kind of the lens of, like... You don't need this card to say luck 4, or I imagine maybe like the luck 4 stuff, like it doesn't need to be random in order to be a balanced effect. But I suppose, if this is, you know, all of the random effects are thematically tied to, again, yeah, Aspoy is saying, what's more demonic than gambling? I can't tell if you were joking, but actually legitimately, you could say like, well, it's thematic, so I want to do this thing that potentially I just like luck a bunch of times and do a bunch of damage. Yeah. I don't know, weird, interesting and weird effect. I wish I had more divine cards so that I could do this. I don't think we're going to take this card now that I'm thinking about it, because I want to have a critical mass of these. Of Shikigamis. But yeah, very weird. Okay, let's rest. Rally. Please take 18 damage. Hope you can transform into a demon. We are literally transforming into Shikigami. Aren't those supposed to be like demons or something? Oh, they're just ghosts. For some reason, I thought these were associated with, like, bad stuff. Connected to spiritual force. Oh, no, you're like a ghost that you invoke, and you turn into a ghost. Huh. Okay. I Japan, totally. I have made and lost good money from gambling. Catch me at the blackjack table. Lots of characters with the ability to change their sprite in some way or another. Soul Reapers in Bleach are called Shikigami. Yeah. They're... Well, yeah, because you transform into invoking the power of a ghost or something. That's what they actually are. I think I was getting them wrong. Maybe you can get someone to help with giving flagbearer plant and health sprites. Yeah, see, I could do that. You know. The mod card in the description is wrong. Oh, did I not change it? Oopsie. I think I didn't change it for the last one either, my bad. That's on me. Yeah, they should all be like... I think I just like never changed this for the other ones. Okay, what is this one called? I want to get the full name. I think I didn't change it for the other ones as well. I'm just a goober. Okay. This one goes here. Author goes here. Thank you for reminding me, because now I need to go change that for all the other ones. Okay, save. I think we're good. Okay, because I totally forgot that I was doing that. Are you at least a goofy goober? Transforming into a ghost? That's just called dying. Well, we're invoking the power of a ghost. Very different. Yeah, yokai are a demon. There we go. That's what I was thinking of. Thank you. I don't know if I'm a goofy goober, Alfredo. But welcome. Okay. This one. Yeah, the thing that I find a bit interesting about, or I keep thinking about this, but I definitely wonder about the validity of this card in the base deck. This almost feels like a card that is supposed to be like an uncommon or like a rare or something, you know what I mean? Like, because it's so tribal to this ability. But I also kind of wonder if, like, it's fine. Like, this is just a method of having enough damage in the deck while you're trying to do any of the other game plans, and it's actually fine. But I really wonder about it. Okay, commons. Deal 8 damage. Shuffle this card into your draw pile. Deal the same amount of projectile damage whenever you place this card at the bottom of your draw pile through divination. Oh, that's kind of cool. Projectile damage. Well, we aren't doing divination stuff, so I suppose we don't take any of these. Dreamcatcher may have actually been good for, like, figuring out what the things in this mod do. Oh no! I'm gonna do the thing and then take 17 damage. No! The penetrated downside is actually working. Wait, what is this? Oh, rally. I guess I can't play this card because I'll take damage, right? And the penetrated doesn't apply because it has artifact. That's cool. Yeah, interestingly, this isn't as busted as I thought it was. It's kind of a neat effect, though. This one. Bonk. Ah, we healed. How does this? Deal 3 damage. Place a copy of a card in your hand that costs less than or equal to 1, excluding power or Shikigami cards. So this is, what's it called? Twin... What's that thing that copies cards from Ironclad? It's like that kind of effect with like heavy restrictions, and it also deals damage. Double tap? Yeah, I wonder what, it's not double tap. Double tap is the doubler, right? Dual wield. Yes. Dual wield is the uncommon one. So this is like a dual wield with... We weren't talking about the doubler? No. I was saying the thing that puts a copy of a card in your hand. That's what I meant to say. I don't know if I said something weird, but... Just realized that applying penetrating to yourself is probably really bad with with if your opponent multi-attacks. Debatably worse than dual wield. Yeah, I don't think this card is particularly strong because it has an exclusion, and then it like does 1 damage. Like I don't know how I feel about that. Let's do this one. Is this considered a debuff? It's not considered a debuff, it just does it. That's so funny. That's incredible, I love that. Dual wield is attack or powers? Oh, is it? Oh, interesting. Now let's do copy 2. Huh. Yeah, so I guess that's really interesting. So it's a dual wield with a cost restriction, which, okay, so I'm going to take a step back here and say that the interesting thing about cost restrictions is that you, or like any kind of restriction that you put on a card, is that like you as the author know which cards that affects or does not affect. So I'm actually willing to... I didn't play it. I'm actually willing to believe that the author has selected the right cards, or said like, hey, these are the cards that are okay for you to copy, and these are the cards that are not okay for you to copy. For example, Undo, right, from Flagbearer, lets you pick up cards from your discard, which inherently excludes powers. Undo is the card doubler. That's not the point. But the fact that there's a restriction there, I'm basically saying, like, I know that I only want you to be able to, like, replay cards like Seraphim Feather or Excalibur with Undo, and I don't want you to replay cards like Time Walk or, like, power cards. Whereas Dual Wield is actually explicitly telling you that we want you to be able to copy power cards. Like, does that make sense? So, I felt like I was judging the, you know, I was judging the fact that it's like, oh, why are there weird restrictions on this card? But that's actually, weird restrictions are actually fine, as long as they're congruent with what you're trying to do. It's not actually a problem. Gain some block. We have no block. Oh, we have temporary. We have barricade block. I forgot. That's how this works. It's very weird to me. Oh, does this one have an effect? I don't know. When this card is played, your active thing gains 2 temporary HP. Oh, this gives 2. Oh, it's what? Yeah, it's 2 additional block if you're already transformed. Okay, I understand now. Huh. The dual wheel, like here, lets you cheat on mana, at least with the upgraded version. Oh, I didn't see what the upgraded version did. Did it make it cost 0? Dice bomb. That's really funny. I like that a lot. It's like random. Okay, so I'm gonna say the thing that I said before, where it's like, okay, when things are like when the effect is like haha random, like I can't help but be like, okay guys, like we can't like stop. But it's funny. So what? This does multiples of 3, which means that like a lot of the time, or the expected value is 3.5 times 3 is 10. 10.5. That's interesting. The unupgraded copy, or the unupgraded played a copy of a 1 or less cost card. The upgraded one plays a 2 or less cost card. And I feel like I just can't read the cards today. Like I keep reading them. They actually are like written fairly well and like are readable. I just like am skipping words or something that like I'm just not reading. I swear. Okay, Crimson Flowers. Gain 2 rally. The next time your Shikigami would take damage, you take damage instead. That's so interesting. What an interesting effect. Rally 2. Uses Ethereal. Very interesting. So this disables the next time you would take temporary HP damage for Rally 2. Huh. I mean, this is probably good. Interesting. Are there other cards which say... Oh wait, does this not have exhaust on it? Does it? I can't remember. Does this exhaust if you play it, if it loses the ethereal? Yeah, so all ethereal cards automatically exhaust, right? Okay. I wasn't sure if I was remembering that correctly. Why would it have exhaust? It's just disabling your block. So they don't exhaust, okay. No, I was just trying to remember like how this worked. Because I was pretty sure most cards with ethereal have exhaust on them. Or their powers. That's why I made the comment. I'll take it. It seems cool. Yeah, so this is another one of those cards, right? Where, so, who knows, again, who knows if 2 rally is balanced, if ethereal, like having ethereal on this is balanced or not balanced. The interesting thing about this card is that, like, there's a clear opportunity cost to playing this card, right? So, like, obviously, like, probably 2 rally is pretty good, right? But also it disables your block. So in the same way that, goodness, not, I want to say Rage Stance. Man, I'm so here right now. Where it's like, you get to deal double damage, but you take more damage. It's kind of like, it's, even if this card is not actually balanced, it gives off the impression that, like, you know what the costs are, which I think is really important. Because you could always say that this instead balances to, it doesn't have ethereal on it, and then it has gain 1 rally, or maybe it always has ethereal on it, and then it has gain 1 rally, gain 2 rally, right? you know, you can always change this stuff. Or instead of like gain 2 rally, this could say something like apply 4 penetrated or something, right? But like this big wall of text like very clearly tells you what the opportunity cost is, instead of it just being kind of like free. So I appreciate that. I'm pretty sure most cards with ethereal are just powers. Yeah, I was thinking of the ghost skill, the one that gives you ethereal. It's not ethereal. The one that reduces damage to 1. Intangible? There we go. Yeah, and then there's also like strategic play to this card. So it's like you want to remove the ethereal so that you can play it later on in a fight or something, maybe. And then you have to like think about. Oh, actually, it does kind of overlap with penetrated too, because like you think it's hard to play this card when you're getting attacked, but it means you're not getting attack turns can go like. You know what I mean? It goes like blam blam. Blam pow. I have to say mod seems fine and all, but I'm really missing the Decade's ability to break far with his strength. Jesus. Okay. Prank. We have been seeing this card a lot. It's funny. Deal 13 damage whenever you play an attack. If this card is on top of your draw pile, also play it at no cost. That's really interesting. Whoa, that's so cool. So this is a divination payoff. And it, so this is in the similar vein to something like Sneaky Strike. That's so cool. What a cool effect. See, this is so cool. Because like Scry and Divination, right, are effects that are just kind of good, right? Like they're valuable by themselves. And then this is a payoff to that effect. But it's like a cool one. It's not, this doesn't say if you scryed, like if you have scryed this turn, this costs 0, like in your hand. And it's like, well, do cards with scry put this card in your hand, or does it leave it on top? Which I'm led to believe most of the cards which say scry don't draw you cards, right? And even if they do, you could like, sorry, not scry, divination. So you like, if you divination 3, and then you're like, okay, at bottom 1 of the cards, I put prank second from the top and then draw a card. It's like, get pranked, bro. So cool. Flara's hating on Sneaky Strike. When did I say that? I literally didn't say that. How could you possibly interpret what I was saying as hating on Sneaky Strike? I'm saying that the activating condition overlaps with how the mechanic works. And this is extremely important. So, Silent draws cards and discards cards, which means that the likelihood... I literally started this example by talking about Sneaky Strike. What the fuck? Drawing and discarding cards means that the activation of Sneaky Strike is likely it's going to be in your hand when you need to activate it. I was about to tilt off the face of the planet, bro. This is super important because like the problem is that some people go like, oh, you did a condition, well, make that thing do like 8 more damage, right? It's like, wow, you played the game, well now it does 21 damage. It's like, congratulations, good job, we really paid off your ability to play the cards, right? But I think it's really cool that this overlaps with the mechanic itself, right? Because this encourages you to use the mechanic correctly. and then get the payoff. Not you have, right? It's the difference between like, I really feel like I should get a whiteboard for these streams, but like, it's the difference between like, wow, you did the thing correctly. Here's a pat on the back. If you're planning to deal 2 more damage. Well, I think it'd be really funny if that was like an actual card. Yeah, so the difference is one, okay, that is also not to say that either one is explicitly bad, but like one is like an on-off switch, and the other one actually expects you to execute the mechanical condition first. If you're planning to deal 3 damage to all enemies. Yes, exactly. So those are like conditions. But this is a cool condition because it overlaps with how the character works. Upon exiting this Shikigami form, gain 1 rally. Oh! That's so cool. This gives us 1 use of deal double damage. Which means we can play this card, and then we can play this card. And then do a lot of damage. That's really cool. Okay. Yeah, I guess the other interesting thing with this card is that, like, you could probably expect this card to do 8 damage most of the time. Like, if you're not comboing. It's cool. I was just thinking about, like, how much energy you start with and then, like, what you can actually do with that energy. You drew the thing that gained his life. This one, I guess. Bonk. Wow, this card is so cool. Also, Flourish skips it. If your plan to deal 2 more damage was a card, it was Aura Excel. Well, I thought the joke was that, like, when your plan to deal 2 more damage was just the base form of, like, how much Aura might you get when you plant. Like, I thought that's what the joke was. This one. Or also, like, yes, Flyer, that was the joke. Thank you. I feel validated. Deal 6 damage, deal 6 projectile damage. Deal damage to the frontmost enemy. Oh, that's kind of funny. This is an interesting twin slash copy. Wow, that's really funny. Twin slash deals 10 though, right? Oh, I guess there's, like, projectile discludes it from certain other things, I think. Also, we know what projectile does now. Hey! Upon being summoned, if the enemy's HP is equal to or less than the Shikigami's HP, kill it. What the fuck? Huh? That's so funny. If your barricade block is fucking massive, kill them. Okay. Retain. Divine 8 cards, deal 2 damage for each card divined with an additional effect attached. Yeah! See, there we go. This is really cool. See, this is literally the thing I was talking about. That divine overlaps with cards which have attached effects. Very cool. I kind of want to take this card. God, I'm so sad. I want to do, like, I actually want to, like, do more divining things. Yes, it's a cool effect to marry 2 different mechanics. Yeah. Well, also, yeah, I guess it was just interesting because I felt like I I feel like I called this, that these two effects were meant to support each other. Okay. Divine 12 cards. We don't even have 12 cards in our deck, bro. This one. Oh, right, we have do double damage. I forgot. Ugh. Stack your deck. And do damage. So, I will say that this is probably going to end up happening in this fight. And it's a little unfortunate. But we are absolutely going to heal Dirtle here. Which I'm really sorry to the creator of this mod, but heal Dirtling will continue until morale improves. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I feel. It's like, stop putting things that let you dirtle and heal. Just stop it. It's not fair. Just don't do it. This is on a frickin' common. It's a common. Guys. So we are just going to sit here and watch the world burn until I have full HP. Wait, why didn't I... Okay. Do these only go off once? Is that the point of this? I don't know if I understand. Yeah, because I didn't heal. Does it only go off like once a fight? Is it actually balanced? And I'm being silly? Why can't I heal? Heal 2. I don't know if I understand. Maybe there's a thing in the coding that, you know, that you can't actually heal from this effect. Right? When this card is drawn, heal 2. I'm so confused. Well, I guess we ran into the one thing that is not exceptionally good. Which is that this doesn't work. Well, I feel silly now. Okay. Don't worry, we're gonna fleeting life next turn, and it's gonna be great. Bonk! Flagbearer has Aura Blessing and Drain Time to heal as much as you want. And 2 rares is basically like 1 common, right? I'm dead, dude. I'm dead. Oh! Whoa! Oh my god! Wait! Wait, also first of all, damn! Damn, that's thick! Holy moly. Second of all, we can fleeting life with prank and then scry prank to the top, because this doesn't care how many you keep, right? It's just how many you find, right? So we can fleeting life and then scry this to the top, and then also we can prank him. That's so cool. Wow. That's really cool. Let's just do upgraded. 2 rally. Let's upgrade this. 5 more damage? Sweet. Okay, we're gonna die. Very cool. Apply X penetrate and deal... Or apply 3 penetrate and deal 1 damage to all enemies X times. Huh. Neat. I think we want this one. We need damage. Let's So when you exit this one. So we will stance dance. Give me the rally. Bonk. Aha! I feel smart. I played the cards well. Feels good, man. This one. We are going to start stacking the amount of things in our deck for this card. Fortunately, we don't get to play this card. Yeah, so what we want to do, I think, is we're going to want to get a Decayed Punch and this at the same time, after putting a lot of these in our deck. Which I guess, if we're only doing one randomly every turn, then, like, our upper limit of how many of these symbols we're going to get is not actually immensely high, by any means. Which is fair. Oh, I guess I can also look at my deck for this card. That's interesting. We will need to block. Not gonna Decayed Punch because I will die. What the fuck? Out of all the mods, Flagbearer is the worst. It's not only smelly and ugly, but if you install it, your chances of getting laid reduced by 50%. Damn, you right. Whereas the mod about turning into beautiful anime women is increases your chances of getting laid. I agree. 50% of 0 is still 0. Damn shit. Oh, how much does Decayed Punch do? 9? Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh well. I have to find out ways to put more symbols on this stuff. Oh. Wait, I was on the other thing, so I got rallied. Here's 40 damage. That's crazy. There's no cards in my deck. No! What a shame. This one. This one. This one. There was that one common power that put a damage symbol per turn. Oh, you're right. That gave the nightmare damage symbol, right? Yeah, you're right. Okay, so we have 11 cards in our deck, and we have 2 symbols in our deck. Fuck. No, our master plan! Okay. Well, now we have 3. So we actually do the thing. It's gonna be so strong. It's gonna be so good. I guess we're just gonna play prank, right? That's it. We just prank him for big damage. Oh, we have this one. Sure. Not becomes negative, which means the possibility of you dying by trying to smash increases. What the fuck? Where's this coming from, man? Why you gotta be so rude to Flagbearer? Can't believe it. One of these days. One of these days we'll cast this. Don't worry, we're just charging our nut. When it doesn't matter anymore, we're definitely going to be able to do the thing, guys. Don't worry. This does six damage. Ah. Okay. So does it... I'm guessing the heal from this only goes up to wherever your HP was at the start of the fight, I'm guessing, or something. Oh, there was kind of like this wombo. Because it takes the rally. Oh! I don't know if it affected the penetrated. Wait. Because... Oh, because the card's in me, so I can't check it, but... Okay. Yeah, I think the heal only goes up to whatever your HP was at the start of the thing. Which is still, like, quite strong. Oh, Prank is just on top of my deck. Let's go. Wombo combo. Wait, we didn't get to play the prank. No! We pranked them, though. Okay. Attach cursed to 2 random cards. This card is drawn, discard 2 cards. This cannot be overwritten. Whenever you draw a card with an additional effect attached, draw 1 card. What the fuck? What the hell? Wait. That's crazy. Wait, that's insane. That's so cool. Put 1 Shikigami card from your deck into your hand. Oh, tutor for a Shikigami. That's cool. This one. So I'm a Shikigami with 10 HP. So block 10. Upon being summoned, gain Unyielding. Whenever your Shikigami would receive lethal damage, reduce this power by 1. If it has more than 1 temporary HP, set the incoming damage to temporary HP minus 1. Whenever we receive lethal damage, reduce this power by 1. So if I have 10 HP and it's going to do more than 10 damage to the Shikigami, reduce this power by 1. If it has more than 1 temporary HP, so 30, or for 10, and we're taking 30 damage, set the damage to temporary HP minus 1. Yeah, so if we have 10 HP and it attacks us for 30, instead remove an Unyielding and then do 9. That's a cool effect. Funnily, it's just a negative effect if you don't have synergy. Oh yeah, because it's like discard 2 cards, then draw a card. Yeah. Whenever this Shikigami takes 3 or more damage, gain 1 strength. This card's also really cool. This is a really cool card. Oh, you know what's interesting about this? This is probably broken, right? So this is kind of like intangible, but it's unrestricted intangible. But it's also 3 energy. But also, like if you just play this every turn, then isn't that, like, kind of good? Yeah, it's not buffer because intangible... You still take 1 damage, right? Because it set the damage to temporary HP minus 1. Oh, no, it sets the incoming damage to temporary HP. So if it deals 30, then instead of taking 10 and losing the thing, you go to 1. This instead says go to 1. But it's barricade block. So it's kind of, yeah, so it's more similar to buffer. Interesting. This is a very weird card. I'm gonna take this one because we're doing the meme dream. Oh, are we upgrading the thing? Start of your turn, attach a random additional effect to 2. Oh, that's gas. Gain energy at the start of each combat. Attach etch to 2 random cards in your draw pile. When this card is used, take 3 damage. Can't be overwritten. Oh, that's very interesting. So curse 2 cards in your deck, but you get energy. So this is their generic thing, right? Their generic energy relic that probably is added to everything. This one's really cool though, because we want all our Shikigami to have random effects, so that our fleeting life is strong. You just say, in that specific Shikigami to have the effect, which might be worse than other alternatives. Yes, that's interesting. So the opportunity cost of the card is that you don't want to switch out of it, which is actually a problem if you are a Shikigami swapping person. So it's kind of like you want the one. You only want the one. Okay. Let us attempt to speed up the pace of play. Choose 2 cards to discard, because we drew a cursed thing, right? So we can always discard the cursed one plus, right? And then we draw a card. Cool. This is 8 block. It's also block. We don't need more block. Do damage. Do you find it funny how I said, let's pick up the pace of play, and then Oh. It only draws 1 card, right? How do you draw a card? Draw a card. Does it go infinite with itself? If all the cards in my deck have a thing, then do I ever stop drawing cards? Because wouldn't I... No, don't I draw a card but then discard 2? Oh, but that's only if it's cursed. Eventually your hand will just be full. Okay. That makes sense to me. We could play the prank off of this card. Oh, prank was on top of our deck. Nice. Random prank. Very good. Whenever you divine 3 additional cards. Luck 6. Gain energy. Otherwise, luck 2, return this card to your hand. That's really funny. Match on cheater. Yeah. So eventually you just draw 10 every turn? I believe so. Granted, if you have the right mix of other stuff and cursed, you could lock yourself into an infinite. Yeah, I think that there's potential for, like, if you had a bunch of cursed eyes, not to say that, like, you would, you know, attach 3 cursed. Huh? Yeah. I think this might randomly give you additional... You might randomly infinite yourself. That's a downgrade. Yeah, I think maybe the value of adding a cursed to the thing is not actually that high. You know? Like, I think the stipulation with this is like, oh, you get to draw an additional card with the effect, and then, like, loot, kind of? Like, you're gonna discard 2 cards in your hand, but then draw a card? The curses are the downside. Yes, but the curse is an effect that triggers this card. So let's say all the cards in your hand are bad. Then you can draw the card with cursed, and then discard 2 of the bad cards in your hand, and then play the card that has cursed, or the card you drew off of cursed. Yeah, when you have enough cards, draw 1, discard 2 isn't bad at all. Yes. It's a very interesting upgrade. I feel like randomly discarding 2 cards is still, like, kind of rough. I feel like I might be overthinking this. But when you draw the cursed card, the cursed card says discard 2 cards, right? But when you draw the card with cursed, you will draw another card. So whenever you draw a card with cursed, you will have 2 cards. This was the thing we were talking about, where it makes, like, a weird pseudo-infinite with itself. You will always go net 0 when you draw a cursed card, because you will draw an additional card by virtue of this effect, and then you can always discard the cursed card plus the card you drew off this effect, which is why it goes pseudo-infinite with itself, if you add low enough cards in your deck. I don't think we need to attempt to soft lock our game, but that is definitely a concern with this effect. I don't know if we need Eye of Insight Plus. Skip. That's still -1. Is it? Have to pet the cat. Thank you for the head pet. Don't you draw the card, and then you draw the card off of drawing the cursed card. Then you discard both. Right? Idiot tries to figure out if this is bad or not. So if I have 1 draw, which triggers the draw, and then discard 2. But the additional card that I could have drawn could also trigger a draw. The card that I draw off of drawing the cursed could also have draw card on it. Setting aside that you draw the extra card after, you still end up with 1 less card than the cursed one. Oh, well... Yes? I'm confused. Drawing the cursed card gives you an additional draw. Right? So it generates 2. The cursed card is the one you lose in the exchange. I'm so confused. Thank you for splashing me. You draw the cursed card, which triggers a draw. So you draw an additional card. So draw 1, which draws the cursed card, which then draws another card, is draw 2. Yes? And then you discard 2. So it's net 0. I'm gonna think about it. Oh, hey, look. Book. I don't even know if that's good. Oh, we can double our pranks. It's funny. Draw 5 cards, including a cursed card. Draw an additional card. Discard the cursed card and the card you drew. You now have 4 cards in hand. Yes. That is correct. Okay. I understand. Yeah, so it becomes net 0 when the card you drew off of the cursed card has an effect on it. That's when it becomes net 0. Right? Now I want to see if I can, like, do the infinite. Yes, okay. That's why I was thinking that. Okay. Add a lantern to your hand. Whenever you play a lantern, upgrade all cards in your hand. This is a common power. It's also really strong. Is there a reason that this needs to be a power? Oh, there are other cards which could generate lanterns. That's fair. Okay. That makes sense to me. For every 6 unblocked damage dealt, attach a nightmare. Okay, deal 8 damage for every 6 unblocked damage dealt, attach a nightmare to a random card in your draw pile. Divine 2, draw 1. It has an additional effect attached, gain energy. That's cool. 2 luck rolls you activate. Each combat always result in 6. That's really funny. This one seems really good. I guess we can also buy a second fleeting life. I don't really see the problem with that. Lantern does retain, gain, exhaust. Oh, because it's cut off. It's a 0 cost. Yeah, you can't fully see it. Retain, gain energy, exhaust. It doesn't say like gain 1 strength or something. That's funny. This is probably really good. Let's remove a strike. No, my serpent strike. This one. Oh no! No, I can't play it. No. That's so sad. Oh, it puts it on the bottom. Wait. I'm so dumb. Okay. Barricade. Wait, I don't actually want to do that. To a card in your draw pile. Oh, it has to be in your draw pile. Huh. Okay. Oh my god, I can put things on dazed. It's funny. Oh, the thing is a skill. Whoops. Whoops. Maybe this isn't the best combat to be trying to be trying to do silly things in. Oh my god, Divine is so funny. Is it just gonna stay there? It's great. I love that. Okay, I take 21 damage. I'm sorry for I'm sorry for fucking around. Massive damage. Insane damage. That's crazy. Okay. Shuffle card into your... What? Divine 1 card? What? Oh, because they didn't... Okay. Shuffle a card into your draw pile, divine 1, 2 cards, draw 2 cards. Can't this just like go infinite? I'm so confused. This is 0 energy, draw 2 cards. That's a little confusing. You have to shuffle a... We'll find out. Do I want to look at my deck? It's +0. It draws 2 though, doesn't it? So it's +1. But you use 2 cards. Oh, yeah, I guess from your hand. This entire stream is just Flaris can't do math. I think that's gonna be the entirety of this stream for sure. For real, for real. I guess with Cursed Eye. I don't know what that means. It's a magic card? Oh, hey, we pranked him. How many do you think is too many Auric cells? There's never too many Auric cells. Yeah, so if I put this away, put all of these on the bottom so that the top card is prank. Get pranked, bro! That's actually sick, I love that. Oh, this gains energy. We need a way to exhaust cards so that we can assemble this stupid Rube Goldberg machine that I'm trying to assemble. What is the Rube Goldberg machine exactly? Making a lot of barricade block. Wait, did I not draw the card first? Oh no, I draw it after, okay. Just making sure. It seemed like I drew a lot of cards there, but I think it resolves individually. Turn 1 Shikigami card from your discard pile to your hand, it costs 1 less. Oh, that's kind of cool. Pick up a form change. It costs... like, a lot of them are 1s, so... make it cost less. Damn, definitely can't do it versus Book of Stabbing. How do I not die? We have two symbols. That's not a whole lot of symbols. But it's a lot of drums. Yeah, it's a lot of it's a lot of tuba actually. Thank you for noticing. Yeah, I think we're going a little too slow here, unfortunately. For Book of Stabbing to absolutely destroy us. Draw 3 card. Well, that's because you draw 3 card. What do you not understand about draw 3 card? Do we have symbols? 2. I think we wait again. But holy moly, am I dying. Oh my god, I just realized that the problem with Curse Die is that the cards are gonna... I'm gonna draw the cards with symbols. Or drawing more cards with symbols means there's less cards in my deck. That's so funny. No, my prank! That's so funny. Intelligent practice. That's a cat. Deal 9. Set this card's base damage to the amount of damage dealt. Oh, that's kind of cool. This overlaps with something like divination, right? Oh, I just realized divination doesn't make you cycle your deck more. I don't know why I didn't realize that. But yes. It's cool. Apply -6 strength to the enemy. I think that's supposed to be the enemy loses 6 strength. This turn. Effect increased by 2 whenever you play another copy of this card. Oh. So this is like... this is their stacking card, except it's reduced them to no strength. That's so funny. It goes with penetrate. Oh, it does. True. Oh! That makes a lot of sense. True, true, true. I have no energy. Pain. Oh, I just realized an interesting thing about the, like, gain temporary HP is that it doesn't stack with dex. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, that makes a lot of sense, huh? Six. Deal 6 times. 3 times. This doesn't kill me, right? I don't think. Nice. Very strong. Doesn't get hurt by frail. Yeah, that's neat. It's cool. I would like to not die, please. Please do not kill me. Please. Oh, my puppet merchant is cursed. I'm dead. I was like, I want to play all these cards. I am now dead. No! I can't believe I died. Okay, hold on a second. I'm curious. I'm curious. If every single card has the things, how does it infinite? Gotta say, this is my favorite of the mod showcase so far, up there with Bog Warden. Yeah, this is really cool. Okay. I am really curious about Cursed Eye soft lock myself, like if it ever stops, but I think I'm gonna do that in my own time. We're gonna die. Okay. Yeah, this mod was really cool. So, I don't even really know if I have a whole lot to say. It was just a bunch of cool effects. So let's see if we can have some final thoughts. Let's go to the cards and read the cards. Because I don't think there was anything that seemed like, oh, that's like super off, right? Was there anything? I will say, the only thing that seemed a little egregious, first of all, common powers. Probably don't have common powers. Generally, those are a problem. I don't know if maybe I should be reconsidering that opinion. But yeah. So, okay. I don't know if I fully understood, what's it called? The faction just means switch to that ghost, right? Like it's switched to the ghost of the thing, so it switches to a random... I guess that's an interesting thing where, like, I'm not super sure, like, how many factions there are, or, like, what the... You know? Are there other things that care about faction except for the starting card? Let's see. Because I think that was a little, like, confusing to me, kind of. I also might be, like, a little concerned about... So there's a lot of skill Shikigamis, right? There was the one attack one we got. So I wonder about skill attack ratios. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 skills to... Seems to be a lot of attacks. I think these are token cards. I think. Because these all look... So I'm not going to worry about those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 attacks. 2, 2, 3, 4. 7 skills. I think that's normal, right? Let's take a look at this. God, they aren't sorted, I don't think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 attacks to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 to 14. That's 20, right? How many was this? This is something that'd be a lot easier to do if we like actually chose to write out all of these cards and stuff, but 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, that's a decent amount of attacks, I suppose. Because the concern with a lot of skills at common means like your knob matchup is hard. That's Ironclad, not the most neutral comparison. No, I think like that's actually like moderately standard. Let me double check. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, This is 9 attacks. 2, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like 2 of these being attack adjacent. I think I really could have just like written down the numbers. This is one of those things where it's like, do I want to like spend a bunch of time on this? Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. 10 skills. With I think 3 of them, 1, 2, 3. 3 of them equating to attacks. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If we're talking about the knob magic, then attack adjacent doesn't really matter. I guess the thing that I'm concerned about, right, is that like it's fine if it is attack adjacent, because the concern is ending the fight. It's not that it is a skill. It's that if you need an option in order to end the fight, right? So it being attack adjacent is relevant. So it's like Blade Dance can still end the fight or can move towards ending the fight. It makes it worse. But the concern is that like the one fight which puts you on the biggest clock is knob. So one of the important things you need in order to end the knob fight is damage. So if you only have cards which do not end the fight and also make it worse for you, then that's a concern. Because if you need to cycle through a bunch of Shikigamis and their skills, right, in order to like be able to win the fight, then maybe there's a bit of a concern. But if they individually produce damage, then there's still a chance that playing that card will end the fight, like on a critical turn. What's this one? Okay, that's how I'm looking at it. This was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2. Body slam is also a weird one because it's you probably block that turn. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I don't think any of those are explicitly do an attack. Warcry, maybe. It draws a card. Shrug off, maybe, because it draws a card. Havoc, maybe, because it plays an attack card. It's funny. Okay. Okay, sorry. The faction is just an additional modifier, as I understand it. It's the symbol on your temp HP. Oh, okay. Yeah, the thing that I wonder about is like trying to understand how many factions there are. Like, what is the maximum I can get for this? Like, the system is a little opaque on first glance. Like, it's hard to know the maximum of this. It's like, are there 99 factions? Obviously not. I'm just... Something about that, like, feels weird to me because it's, like, again, not opaque. Also, regarding common powers, while I still agree that they shouldn't be there, I know full well how much I messed with the flagbearer beta. It's not quite as bad if you have multiple. Yeah, again, part of my concern wasn't just that it shows up in the shop, it's also that, like, it is not an attack card for killing mini-bosses. Which I guess, like, this converts to damage. And this one I don't really know how to feel about. I don't know where the common cards start, because I think these are tokens. I don't know if this one's token. To 7% of maximum HP. That seems like it's a token. How about this one? Upon being summoned, lose 1 HP and draw a card. This, I'm assuming, is a thing. Well, it's just... So this... I think this is a token, because it's alphabetical, right? I think it's alphabetical? Yeah. It's alphabetical whenever it starts a section. Yeah, and then it's alphabetical. Okay. So we're gonna go back to this. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 attacks. And how many of these are skills which produce damage? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 skills. 2 powers, right? So that's 21, that's 20, and that's 19. There's like 2 additional commons. Yeah, I don't even think that's a problem, right? Like, that seems fine. That's not even like a huge offset. And I think, like, Serpent Lashes is like, kind of converts to damage. This kind of converts to damage. Yeah, so I don't think it's a huge problem. I really like the feeling of the like barricade block, because it like sticks around. I guess the interesting thing is that, like, I wonder about, because these give you temporary HP, right? But, like, I wonder if they should give less, because, like, these are defense, right? They're like defense plus. Which is probably fine. Whenever you divine, deal projectile damage. Oh, wait, that's gas. Yo, that's so cool. It's really cool. If you're relying on Serpent Lash against Knob, then you're going to have an issue. Certainly, for sure. I totally agree with that. Yeah, so... Okay, so this seems fine. Like, the split of attacks and skills, it's, like, actually not that far off. It seems okay. Because a lot of them kind of, like, convert to damage. Like, this kind of converts to damage. These all kind of convert to damage. This one definitely, like, it kind of converts to damage. So that's cool. 22, draw 1. Shove a copy of this card into the discard pile. Okay. There's a bunch of these things, right, where I keep looking at them and going, like, surely this goes infinite somehow, right? Shuffle a copy. Oh, it's in your discard pile. Okay. Yeah. If you only have wisdom. If you only wisdom infinite. Wouldn't that actually work? if you have 9 cards, and you play a wisdom, and you put a wisdom into your discard, right? Doesn't that actually work? Or does making it a copy circumvent that? I'm curious. Because here's the thing. There's a lot of things here where I look at them and I go, like, surely this goes infinite somehow. Why exactly does it exhaust and put a copy into your discard? Yeah, I don't know. I can't help but, like, that's a way to, like, prevent infinites. Curious. Okay, it doesn't matter. 2 seconds. Okay. Maybe some exhaust energy we didn't find? Possibly. Hand. First, draw 5. This character's really cool. I'm just, like, it's actually so cool that we've gone over time, and I'm trying to, like, actually think of reasonable things to say. I'll say, like, the random symbols are, like, really cool. Like, this mechanic is really cool. Whereas there's a concern, right? I mentioned my concern with this, where, like, okay, at the start, it's kind of, like, weird that potential random additional effect, where it's like, oh, a random effect to 2 random Shikigamis, like, that isn't that kind of weird? Like, it's random. But I feel like the effects weren't super relevant, maybe? I don't know. I almost wish that this was just like a guaranteed activation of like something particular, like a planned effect that you want to give them instead of being random, right? Like, there's a lot of cases where it's like, does this have to be random? Like, could we just make this not random, right? Now, interestingly, I think if the concept is that it is thematic, that it is random, because, like, I don't have a whole lot of background of, I think this is based off of something, right? Which is maybe where they got the art from. Maybe they did that. I have no idea. I think this is based on something, right? Where, like, if it is thematic for it to be kind of like random, sure. Generally, I question when random is put on seemingly random things, where it's like, what effect do you want to give the player with this relic? You know what I mean? It's like, what effect do you want to give them? Like, do you want to give them a random effect specifically? Like, what would actually, like, help the player, right, with this ability? Where I kind of found that the cards which cared about symbols, like, it didn't really matter necessarily what the symbol was. So, like, that's cool that it doesn't really matter for the cards that care about what symbol is on it. But yeah, it's like, can't we just give them shelter, for example? Like, shelter is a good way to, like, keep the player alive, right? Has the effect ever been anything but the shiny symbol that adds extra temporary HP? I don't know. Let's check that next time. Like, we'll start another fight, and then we'll see. Because it might just be give them shelter. Yeah. Okay, what is this called? Oh no. Oh god! It's not called wisdom in the files! What the fuck? What is it called? Is it not called wisdom? I'm so confused, wait. It is called wisdom. God damn it. They don't have a GitHub. God damn it. How dare you? Oh, interesting. It's a mobile game. I was like, oh, what is this? It's literally a mobile game. Like got released in January. It says mixed. 44% of 56 users for the game is positive. For some reason, when I tried to open it, it was like, guys, it might be malware. Huh. Okay, weird. Sorry. So, I wanted to see if they have... Oh, they do have the source code, okay. There we go. Because I want to know what the hell the name for this card is. Main. Java. Cards. Okay. It's a mobile game, so it's probably a gacha game. So yes, it's malware! Okay, what is wisdom? Luck, moon, nature. Oh god, I just realized these aren't sorted by rarity. Kill me. What the heck? No, I don't know which one wisdom is. Is it this one? No, I actually have to look at the base code. No! Oh god. I'm going to figure out which one this is. You can't hide from me. This one? Nope. Is this one? This one? Nope. This one? Ah. Cheat? Is this what it is? No. Chord? Nope. We'll find this damn card. I don't care if this stream is boring or sucks. I will find this damn card. Okay, it's not that. Is it Divined Eye? No. Is it this one? Nope. Is it this one? Is it this one? Nope. Is it... God damn it. Where the hell is this card? I'm gonna find this card. Nope. Is it this one? Nope. What will make it different from usual streams? Fuck you. Luck? Nope. Momo. Nope. Maze of Mind. Nope. News? What the hell is this thing called? I need to test it. I must test it. Okay. Nope. There's one. I'm gonna tilt into the next goddamn dimension. I couldn't find it. I went through all the things and I couldn't find it. Oh! Is this one? Huh, okay. Man, fuck off. I can't believe it's called that. I hate this. Okay, draw 5. Knowledge and wisdom are not the same. Stab it. How dare you? Yes, okay. So it's to prevent infinites, I think. But if I do this... I would be concerned about this. It's like... The thing is, like, this card is like... It's like having an effect like this. The thing that I hate about this, right? Or the thing that I hate about the fact that this is a precedent is that, like, you can go infinite with these kinds of things, is that, like, these cards aren't hyper egregious, right? Like, being able to scry 2 and draw a card, like, shouldn't be too weird, right? But there's literally a card that, like, divines 3 and then exhausts 3 cards, right? So you could theoretically build an infinite combo with 2 commons and, like, no other effects. Like, if you have a... what's it called? That relic that gives you energy when you reshuffle. If it just went away, that's just cantrip and it'd be fine. Exactly! Yeah, which is totally fine. And, like, I value cantrip at uncommon, but I don't think, like, I think it being a common is fine too. Like, for the purposes of facilitating gameplay, I feel like these effects are totally fine. It's just, like, really unfortunate that there's a lot of, like, characters can get boiled down to this. And it's unfortunate that you need to, like, put guardrails around these kinds of effects because of this stupid bullshit. Makes me upset. So this is probably, like, a very accessible infinite combo that is, like, I question its existence. It's like there's not much else to comment on, right? So that exists. The cursed eye thing I was concerned about a little bit. I don't know. Did we want to test that as well? Cursed eye? Because what it needs to do is we would need all of our cards to have... This is, you know, arguably a lot less likely, but I wonder, like, what it does if we soft lock. So... draw 5. And we'll all... cursed eye. This one. These both have cursed. So what happens if I draw 1 card? Can I end the turn? I'm assuming this is what would happen. Nope. This is a lot less likely. I also kind of wonder if we had additional cards which had things, does it fix it? Like, if we had at least 1 card that wasn't a cursed eye card, does it work? So what was the one that was, it was a ghost when we played it? It should check that. It was a ghost we played that gave a symbol on play. Was this one? Enmu Subi. Oh, whoops. Here we go. We have Kirstai. Oh. Now these all have symbols, right? Right, it would draw until we're full, right? So eventually you'll just end up with a full hand of stuff. Right? As long as you keep the curses, you draw until full. Neat. Oh, I was so confused. I was like, wait, do the thing. Why are you doing the thing? Okay. Yeah, and you're never forced to discard the cursed cards. So you would simply draw until you have 10 cards. Okay, that's cool. It doesn't immediately break itself. It's literally only if you exhaust your entire deck and only have 2 curse cards. That's totally reasonable. Totally reasonable. Very cool. Okay. For the rest of these cards. Swap the attack's intense base damage with with this card's base damage. What the fuck? Huh? The 3 random cards. Okay. Alright. I guess I will actually try to have some kind of cohesive thoughts. First of all, I'm gonna stop. Okay, this mod was really cool. I felt like being able to stance while also gaining defend is really cool. And I think it was very clear the swap into one thing, then swap into another thing, then use that to do like a big attack or something. Like that was pretty clear. I kind of wonder about some of these effects like projectile damage. It's like, is this really important? I'm not sure. Like, is this like a big enough question mark to go like, hey, is this like, does that justify changing this from... Does this interact with enough things that like it's meaningful gameplay? I don't know. Like, it's a little bit of a question mark. Like, I don't think any of these things are really like, this bad, don't do this. This not good, right? So, like stuff like this luck thing. It's like, does this have to be random? Is luck a good mechanic? I don't know. It's like hard to answer these questions. This card was very interesting. I kind of wonder how much damage this thing does. It seems a lot more like your Shikigami switching is like very finite. So you can just like you would play this maximum 3 times or something, apply 3 penetrated, and then end on like what's it called? That uncommon that does a lot of damage. And then it's like, that's like totally fine and reasonable. Oh, I was worried that it would be an issue if you had a full hand and kept redrawing the cursed cards, but that's also only an issue if you choose to repeat it. Also an infinite shuffle engine. Yeah, it is an infinite shuffle engine. That's true. So like there's definitely like a lot of ways. There were a lot of things, I swear, in this mod that look like this, for example. This says draw a card. If it has a thing on it, gain energy. So this is another thing that like goes infinite with itself, right? And produces infinite energy. Right? Interestingly, I think in service of like making the cards just work, it might be fine. Right? Like that's kind of how I see it. Same thing with long contemplation. Right? Like two long contemplations, right? Would do it. If the only 2 cards left in your deck, if you have 1 card and long contemplation, no, you need both of them in your hand, right? You need 3 long contemplations, because 1 needs to be in your hand. Isn't this is net 0, right? Shuffle 1 plus, oh no, itself goes to the discard. I can't think of it right now, but this is definitely like pretty close. You know what I mean? I put a long contemplation on top. The only card in my discard is long contemplation. I draw long contemplation plus the card that I just casted. Yeah, 2 contemplations and any other card. Yeah. So it's like, but I can't really like fault the effect itself. You know what I mean? Like, I can definitely see how long contemplation, like, synergizes with prank, for example, or perhaps maybe something you don't want to draw yet. Like, that is an effect that has play, right? Which just makes me mad, because I feel like Slay the Spire players will ruin that by just, like, going infinite. It's like, damn it! So it's hard to say that there's any, like, good way to fix that, or even that it's explicitly bad, right? Oh, you know what else? This card synergizes with countdown cards, right? Or is it only when you play attacks? This effect. Yeah, whenever you play a card. So countdown also synergizes with like all the 0 cost cards. Being able to play a lot of cards. Yeah. So yeah, I feel like I'm just like a little out of it, and there's like a lot to... I feel like there's a lot of cards that we didn't look at and didn't talk about. I guess there's a lot of powers at rare. It's a lot. I like how all the skill cards are basically like a block card plus do something. Oftentimes that means like good. Right? Like being able to block and advance the board state is usually quite good. Maybe there's something to be said about the numbers about the HP, specifically in context to the fact that it is a barricade block. But yeah, it just seems solid. Seems like it knows what it wants to be doing. I really like how the divine effect overlapped with giving things random abilities. Oh, we have to check one last thing, which is do they ever get an effect that is not this effect? Oop. Oops. Also, let's add like a Shikigami card to our thing. Yeah, I think it just always adds shelter, which is totally like, again, this is fine. If this said like give 2 random Shikigami shelter, then I think that's fine. Like if this just wants to give shelter, like it's a good way for the person playing this character to stay alive. Completely reasonable. I think the only thing was that like faction is like hard to keep track of. Like I wonder about this being a relevant effect or if it matters. Right? Because like the maximum amount of damage that this can do is opaque. Like I'm not sure how much damage I'm going to end up doing with this card. Can you play some of the Shikigami cards? What do you mean? Like so that we can look at them? Do this one. So you can look at exactly how faction works. Yeah, so we got one faction from this. It's that. Yeah, so this has the same faction symbol as the other one. But did this increase or not? Play the rare again. Oh, whoops. I'm just trying to... I think we need to not play this one. It's very interesting that this card is a divination card. So if I play this one... I'm gonna play this one. 14. 17. What was it called? This one? Yeah. Yeah. If it swaps to the same thing, like practically what this means is like maybe that's kind of like what I'm thinking about, right? Practically, each other Shikigami than the base deck has a specific faction that's just not written on the card. Yeah, so I was about to mention that. So maybe the thing about these cards, maybe in the top right, if it had a symbol so that we could like see that it has a faction, that would help a lot. So that we can know how many different factions we have in the deck. So that like this card is a little less opaque. I think that would help a lot. Wow, I'm actually so glad that I have things to comment on that aren't like this is bad. You know what I mean? Because like that's totally like this is a completely normal like design problem, right? Where the person who made this card sort of understands the system, right? Like they know the different factions in the game, and they know like how many factions there are. When they recognize cards, they understand how much it is going to increase this card. A little more practically, like it's just +3 damage every time you play this and roll something different. So like maybe there's something to be said about the randomness of this card and the maximum potential of this card per like turnover. I don't think that's like hugely egregious, right? But because they understand how many factions there are, they're not communicating it to the player, right? This happens all the time with just like, I understand something as a developer and that I'm not going to implement some kind of like UX, UI something or indicator, or I'm not going to explain a particular thing, and then players just won't understand it, which is not a huge deal. Like this is very typical, and it's not to say that it's easily fixable, because like you would need to take all the symbols and put it somewhere on the card. I think there are 7 factions. I believe that. Right? Oh, you know what? There might be 7 factions. Yeah, because it says 7 faces of the heart. That makes a lot of sense. So having symbols on these things might help. Just so that, like, the player can understand. I understand that the entire point of the... Maybe it's because it's the entire point of the character. The entire point of the character is to use Shikigami cards. I think also, at the same time... Yeah, you know what? I just don't even... That's fine. What I was going to say was that I kind of wonder about... you know, this card being too, like, oh, collect the different factions. But... it's too deep into, hey, by the way, collects factions. But as we've, I think, noticed, it's more like you will find factions. It would be very difficult to draft a deck where you don't have, like, transform into one of these things. Like, that'd be very difficult. Especially because they also overlap with, like, gain symbols, divine, like, play cards, you know? They overlap with everything, so why wouldn't you pick these? Like, it is very, very hard to avoid picking these cards. So this will go up. The concern with something that references something specific is that, like, you simply don't draft those cards or don't, like, get any of them. Which I understand that there is an enabler in the deck for that. But then you kind of go like, oh, well, like, is this card going to be good or not good? Because, like, this is my only enabler, and then, like, there's going to be problems. But no, like, actually, like, all of these support the main mechanics that you intended. And they're going to scale this card, which compensates for the amount of damage that it can do. And it overlaps with things like Penetrate and Rally, which is great. Like, that's just good design. Deal 5 damage, play copy of this card. Yeah, there's some things, like, again, when I look at them and I go, like, is this... Like, what is this doing? Also, welcome back, Cesar. Yeah, we're still here because I wanted to continue looking at this mod, because it's very cool. And I'm trying to, like, look at the cards and find, like, design takeaways. This is another interesting one. Zero damage, deal 11 is, again, like, play a copy of this card. Isn't that just infinite? Let's find out. Well, it's not called Perfect Shot, so, I don't know. I'm going to be charitable and say that this probably, you know, that this probably only plays one additional copy of this card. But, see, here's the thing. It's like, why does this card and this card exist? Do these need to be distinct? Or... Because this has projectile. So, like, is the point that this has projectile synergy and this does not have projectile synergy? Or is it that you can, like, select two different targets with this because you play one, then you play a copy of it? So I'm, like, curious about effects like this. Also, something like this. So minus... Oh, it's minus 6 strength this turn. Okay, never mind. I was about to say, like, wait, isn't this insane? But no. It is only for one turn, but losing strength is still rather strong. I would be concerned about this card. Just being like, you do no damage. Stop. Yamado, please stop doing things. Yeah, it would be definitely very hard for me to, like, look through completely all of these, but I think on a basic pass, right? This ticks off all the cool things about design, right? Which is that, like, the effects appear to support themselves. It thematically does what it is trying to do. And that's cool. I would remove as much randomness as possible. Also, unfortunately, while these effects are, like, Very good, probably important to have. They do lead themselves pretty easily to, like, infinite combos. So I'd be concerned about those. But I don't think there's, like, I don't actually know if there's anything you can do about that. So, who knows? This is Gassy Whale without the exhaust with upside. Yes, exactly. It doesn't AoE. That is the one thing that it doesn't do. Which you'd go like, oh no, like, oh, it doesn't AoE, oh no. And then it's like, minus 18 strength to the heart, like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh no. It's, oh no. Oh no, it's not AoE, but we're gonna play a bunch of them and you can't attack anymore, right? So I kind of wonder about stuff like that. Yeah, very, very cool. I like this. This was fun. Thank God we got to play a mod that was actually half decent. I might even want to like look at this mod again. I don't know. Just to see. Like take a second stab at it. Because I want to like see all these other cards and then make more comments. Because like there's nothing egregious about any of this. It all just kind of works. Or like I guess kind of the egregious things that we did or talked about are like, okay, well, like, sure, maybe do something good with this card, but like it's not like, wow, I can't believe you would make this card that's like freaking terrible and egregiously off. Maybe this one. Maybe this one's a little. Maybe this one a little bit. But like it seems fine. So very cool. Thank you to, where are they? I put them in the description. Pow you for sending this my way. It was fun. Maybe I'll play it again one day. So that's gonna be it for today. Sorry it was late again today. My life is being interesting. Sure is being a little interesting little life it is. But I'm gonna go. So if you're still here, what I'm gonna say is thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your support as always. This Friday, maybe we'll be starting a new game. I actually still haven't decided yet, but we'll find out on Friday. So thank you so much, everybody. Fun mod, and I'll see you all later. Yeah, sorry, Ren. Damn. Check the schedule next time. But yeah, this mod was cool. That's the TLDR, Ren. Maybe you can see what we said about it. Unicorn Overlord is good. Play it. Okay. I will take that into consideration. I appreciate you telling me that, boy. Okay. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.